Welcome to Horrible Horror, where the three of us check out bottom of the barrel B movies and we critique them. I'm Seth from the HellBound Horror Show.
I'm Steve from Retro Analog Entertainment.
And I'm Dylan Huffman from Spookboy 709.
This is actually our second episode. Our first episode went live on Steve's channel, Retro Analog Entertainment. So check him out for the first one. That was a doozy. And so this is our second episode. So we are going to take a look at 2006's Cemetery Gates. So Steve, you've actually seen a movie from this director before.
Demons at the Door is the one I saw.
And what was your opinion on Demons at the Door?
You know, it was good. So in film class, a bunch of us used to get together and have screenings of really bad movies. There was like this big screening room with a DVD projector. So you just put the DVD in and it displays it like it's a movie theater. And that was the first one we watched, and it was good. I mean, it was cheesy, and it was a bad movie, but it was a fun bad movie.
This is the movie he made directly after, so I'm hoping that it's just as good, right? I heard a lot of good things about Demons at the Door, so hopefully Cemetery Gates has that. I'm not afraid that our plot synopsis actually gives away too much. Would you like to read it?
Yeah. So a genetically mutated Tasmanian devil is liberated by two eco-activists and set loose in a woodland cemetery. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I'm pretty intrigued. That sounds kind of okay. But you have not seen this, right, Seth?
No, I have not. I have not seen anything from this. So Roy Knyrim actually did a lot of special effects. I think almost 80 different films he's worked on. Some of them decently big. So I'm hoping that we're going to get some really cool special effects in this, or at least a lot of them. Like, I don't care if it's good, but if you have a lot of it and make it interesting throughout the whole movie, I'm excited about that.
I mean, I'm excited. I'm always excited. I'm always excited for this. So you never know what you're going to get. It's like a present that you open up and it's like, could it be a turd? Could it be another turd? You know, who knows?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we can only go up after Amityville in space, right? We can't get any. We can't go down from that.
Who knows? Who knows?
Horrible Horror.
Sounds like a velociraptor from Jurassic Park.
I know. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna make it.
He's just going like this to wipe it on his shirt.
I know, it's just like just barely touching it. Well, yeah,
it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that this is the kind of movie that I'm surprised that no one has heard about it, I guess, especially with some of the faces that are in it. Like, I've never heard of it. You guys have never heard of it. You don't really hear about it in like our Facebook groups or on YouTube and things like that, people reviewing it. So I'm really, honestly, I'm surprised that people have not heard about it. I think it shouldn't be like hidden the way it is. I think it should be more out there because it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And some of the gore effects, mainly the blood, is really what they do. And like, I guess the monsters, like the eyeballs and stuff like that, the white eyes, and just some of the movements. It's like I got a lot going on for it for being like a low budget, I guess.
Like I said, I mean, I know you guys haven't seen Demons at the Door, but that was pretty. I remember it being pretty amateurish, and I'm not saying this wasn't amateurish as well, but it was better done than I thought it would be, to be honest. Great gore effects. It had a decent cast as far as Reggie Bannister, and then the two effects guys that were in there. Everyone else,
Steve, I'm on the same boat. Like, I didn't watch Demons at the Door, but I did watch the Red Letter Media where they talked about it, and I thought we were going to get a different movie than what we got. Like, this felt competent the whole way through. Like, there weren't moments where I was like, ooh, this is really like outrageously bad. Like when we watched Amityville in space, we could see the cameraman and the camera and like things like that. Right? Like there was polish to it. Do we want to go through and just talk about the whole movie?
Should we say the plot or something? Or?
Yeah, we should walk through it. Steve, would you like to start with that?
So the movie opens with two of the eco-terrorists, I guess. So they break in and they spray paint on the wall. What is it that they put on there? Science equals death? They're kind of trashing the place, I guess. And then they look over and see the crate, which houses Precious in it. We come to find out it's Precious.
Yeah,
So
it's
they
not a
look-
ring. It's actually a Tasmanian Devil.
I mean, so far compared to Amityville, it's really not too bad.
Yeah.
This is like a sci-fi original movie right here.
It even seems more competent than Demons at the Door so far.
Oh, okay.
Is that you? Are you Precious? Man, boy, do you stink.
I love the dinosaur sound effects.
That they think it's a monkey or something. So like, we're gonna get it out of here.
Let's go. Let's get it out.
I'm gonna say this is a bad idea.
With the movie?
When
Oh, open it up.
and wasn't there like a giant tongue came out of the crate?
Oh, he needs a hug.
Ew.
Hold on.
What the?
Is it a tongue?
Is that a tongue?
You're going home.
It's a glory hole.
This is Amityville glory hole. How did you get it so early?
It's kind of an awkward cut though. They go to grab the box and then it just awkwardly cuts to the credits with it showing like the exterior, like the woods and stuff, I guess is where the movie takes place. They take the crate out of there and then we're introduced to the main characters, which we were pretty excited to see. The lead's dad was Reggie Bannister from the Phantasm movies.
That was awesome.
That's crazy. That's just so
what
crazy.
a pleasant surprise. And it's crazy how much that elevates a movie of just having a name, even if it's from Phantasm, a movie that, you know, maybe half the horror population doesn't even like really know a lot about. Like,
Yeah,
that's an exciting name. Hey, speaking of the devil, is that
there
him?
he is. If I ever go bald, that's how I'm styling my hair.
Okay.
I said it was.
The only thing was that it was kind of distracting their scene because there was a phone ringing in the background.
I might as well just tell you now.
The phone's ringing in the movie, right?
That's really, yeah,
Yes.
it's really
Okay.
annoying.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we thought that, and was it you, Dylan, that thought it was someone's phone, was one of our phones was ringing or something?
Yeah,
Somebody
I
thought
was just
that.
like, I'm just gonna sit here and just let it be because I didn't know. I was like, whatever. Apparently you guys don't hear it with your headphones, but I hear it. I had a question for a minute too. I thought it was like one of you guys or something like, oh,
Yeah.
just keep playing this off like nothing's going on.
I've been busy.
Kinda distracting. And then I think they mention it, like, hey, you need to get the phone, but he doesn't. And then it just
Yeah.
is never really talked about.
Yeah,
It's not
nothing else
resolved.
happens.
Just get the phone, okay? We'll talk about this more later.
Oh, he never got the phone?
Yeah, what was the phone about?
Yeah, there was no point. There was no
That was
point
so
to a phone ringing.
distracting. What was
Yeah.
the point of that? I'm just curious, like, what's the point of the telephone ringing? But
I said it was my birthday.
No, really. Can be.
Yeah, 21.
And in that scene, we find out it's Hunter, the lead's birthday. He's 21.
clearly
Surprisingly.
21.
21.
He's not 21.
Yeah, no. He's already been to a bar a few times.
Yes.
I know.
And instead of doing anything fun for his birthday, he decides to make a movie, which is like the most stressful thing you could ever do on your birthday, especially if you make a movie with incompetent people like he does.
Oh my god, I'm getting stressed thinking about it. I don't know what I'd do, but I'm getting
Well-
stressed just thinking about his crew.
And the funny thing, doesn't he mention, oh, we're just getting some establishing shots, but he's filming the whole
Yes.
movie.
No, absolutely. We're just here to get some establishing shots. We won't be moving or altering anything in the cemetery.
So they're just getting establishing shots? He needs all those people for that?
You want to help?
Yeah, right? And that's more than establishing shots right there.
To be
Yeah.
fair, they only filmed one scene that we know of.
And
We're jumping ahead. Dylan, do you want to describe all the people that he has to work with? Because I want you to like tell me all about these stereotypes and one-dimensional characters that we have.
I mean, they're all sexual. All the guys in the back of that van were really just terrible. They're just terrible people.
So they're filming a movie?
Yeah, I think they are.
But the people in the back of the van, the three guys, you got that stoner guy, the stereotypical stoner guy, which gets everyone stoned. And then you get I don't even know what he was, like he's not like a biker, and he's like a greaser kind of dude that's not as
Yeah.
cool as a greaser. And then
Right.
you have Who was the third person? Because I know there was 3 guys, but I don't remember. After like the
The
shirt
guy with like the
guy,
hair standing up, who was just kind of annoying.
Like the frosted tips.
Yeah, cool.
I don't know much about him as a stereotype. He's just
No.
he's like a hanger-on crew friend dude that thinks
A
he's cool
leech.
by being a little jerk. But yeah, so all the guys in there, other than Hunter, I guess, are just super sexual and gross and misogynistic, and they just suck. And then you have
Yeah.
whatever her name is, Stacy, and I'm just picking names.
I did not get
Is
their
that Hunter's
names.
girlfirm?
No,
No,
the girl in the
girl in the
back.
back.
Oh, the girl that was
Well,
showing us how
girl.
to eat a lollipop.
Too low of a.
Oh, get the.
Oh, jeez, come on.
Oh my jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
You're supposed to put it right here, and you know,
I know. What was up with that?
she was too much.
Yeah.
She was
Oh,
something. She was something.
Everyone in the back of the van was like the worst. All the kids were. All the characters in the whole movie, except for a few.
I was just gonna say, I don't want to give anybody credit. I'm trying to think of anybody who actually I liked in this, like as characters,
Well, they're all written rough.
and they're played rough. They're played rough too.
They're played
Like,
rough. Reggie, I
they're
thought did a
either-
fine job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and even him, like wasn't
His-
amazing. Like he was
Well,
only
yeah.
given so much to work with, and it
Yeah.
was not.
Yeah, and I know
Yeah.
like at one point we were kind of worried that he was gonna die, but is it because he was a good character or is it because that's Reggie? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can I say
Okay.
something about like the ADR, because that seems really important in this movie.
Yes.
So a movie with this much ADR, it's hard. It's hard on the actors. It's hard on the audience unless you're doing it so good that it's masks that you don't know. But with ADR, especially with like the actors, you have to act twice. It's not just once, and if you can't just half act it, like you have to figure out how to make it
Yeah.
just as believable or more believable, or match. It's just hard matching the energy you have the first time around, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I wonder
whoever
if there
edited
was
it
like
didn't try to match the pieces together.
I wonder if there was a problem with the audio. Like, why would they have to ADR so much of it? I wonder. Like, did they not have a microphone? Maybe the location was rough with the sound.
I feel like their
It's
like
kind of interesting.
mic might not have been like recording for
Yeah, and a
half
lot
of
of
it, you know.
The
Mhm.
Woods, it felt like was the worst ADR in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
So maybe that was part of it. It was just the location.
It's not a happy story.
yeah, it's definitely ADR.
My
Nice.
mother was killed in a lab accident when I was just a kid.
And in the front of the van, we also have Hunter's girlfriend, who isn't a girlfriend in the beginning.
Hey, happy birthday, Hunter.
Hey.
Love
She just likes
interest.
him, I think.
Love interest? Yeah, okay.
Love interest that she wants no other woman to have, so she
It's-
claims that he's gay.
You kiss hot for a gay guy.
Oh no no no!
I didn't know it was
okay.
going to be this kind of
Okay,
movie.
Kim told me everything.
What the?
She did. Did she?
So that's like
Which
no.
is
I'm-
a re-
It seemed
Oh,
like
so
she was
everyone else
only
is gay.
interested in him. Like he didn't have interest in
Yeah,
her
yeah, that's what it seems like. But by the end, I guess he did.
Yeah.
But
magically.
yeah, there was
They've
no
been through a
moment
lot.
that.
They love each other after that.
Awkward kiss.
Yep.
It's okay to feel, Hunter.
I'm waiting for that gay joke to come in again.
So they're going
Yeah.
to film a movie, right? At a cemetery. They get to the cemetery. They see this redneck guy.
Hey, that's some fancy shit you got there.
Get everything else later.
Nothing
Okay,
looks too
then.
fancy yet.
I see a tripod.
That's
That's-
back.
So he's got two kind of scuzzbag sons, two sleazy sons.
Oh,
And,
they're worse. So
the
should that one
worst.
guy.
Yeah, and like when we first meet them, they're like throwing their knife at a dead skunk that they had nailed to the tree.
And stick it in the tree.
Is this an animal, like a real life animal?
It's horrible. And then he comes out and he's like, you need to respect the animals.
What I tell you boys about disrespecting nature?
He's acting like he's a good person, but then in the scene before that, he talked about stealing a watch off of a dead body, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just like, that was kind of weird.
Nice watch. Where'd you get that? Oh, this old thing? He don't need it no more.
Grave robber, nice. At least he cared about animals. That's all that matters.
Right. I guess the monster does get loose. We could talk about that quickly. The eco-terrorists are driving it around and they think, hey, this monkey would be a great addition to this wilderness. It sounds like it's getting hungry. Let's pull over. They open it up. Obviously, the killer Tasmanian Devil kills them both and is now on the loose, and it just kills people one at a time. Random people, joggers, bikers, it doesn't matter. It kills everyone, and it's just scenes of violence, and that's okay with me.
He's just going like this to wipe it on his shirt.
I know, it's just like just barely touching it. It's a very busy area. That area, there's people walking by, there's people jogging, driving through.
And I mentioned it while we were, watching it. I feel like the one kill that really just bothered me was a girl.
This is like the busiest area ever. There's joggers, bike riders.
That's what I was thinking.
For being in the middle of nowhere.
Jeez. Yeah, and it was annoying because the two brothers, they'd already seen the creature, right? So they know there's this giant creature out there. And then they've just seen it, like just before that, and then they see this jogger and they decide, oh, we want to attack this woman.
I don't have anything you want.
Ew.
Don't you?
Oh, I hate him. I can't wait till he dies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now you have three things attacking you. It's not, you got this nasty looking monster that no one has ever seen before, don't know what it's capable of, and then you have these two guys who are just scuzzbags, like just nasty.
And then they try to attack her, but then the monster kills her, which it did seem kind of weird. It's like good stunt work.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be really mad if she dies. I feel like she shouldn't have died. Like, I get it, like if people died afterwards, and maybe it's a horror movie, people die, but it's like I felt like in a normal movie, like she would not be the one that would die.
Yeah, that would be usually the part of the film towards the end where they're going to try that. The monster gets them. She gets away. It's a little bit better of a narrative. But I mean, I think they're really trying to paint these two rednecks as like total scumbags. And it works because you want...
Oh, yeah.
Every time they're on screen, you want them to die.
The one that licked his finger.
Yeah, that was disturbing.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Even I was grossed out.
I just felt like they were dirty and stuff. I'm like, you were just doing all stuff with the skunk and everything too.
Oh,
and,
he was a bit better of an actor of the two. The one guy, the one brother was kind of more of like a doofus kind of.
My daddy won't like it that you're smoking pot in his graveyard.
As the movie goes through, it's either scenes of random people dying or it's cutting back to Hunter and his incompetent film crew, and they are filming a zombie movie that's found footage.
A reality show goes wrong when an ancient burial ground is disturbed and zombies rise up and attack the contestants.
Yeah, reality show just means no script.
First they say they're going to do, what'd they say? They're going to do like exterior stuff or whatever, right?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, establishing shots, yeah. And then all of a sudden, they're actually going to film the full movie. So they're putting zombie makeup on the two actors they have.
This film is called The Cemetery Gates.
But the zombie makeup on the face looks okay, but there's nothing like on the neck all the way down. You see the shoulders, you see the hands, the legs, kind of cutting some corners there on the makeup.
Hey, where are we supposed to take a dump?
So they're just gonna have his neck and shoulders exposed. So the shot is just a it's just the two girls sitting on the blanket.
Where are our boyfriends? They've been gone a long, long time.
And then the zombies kind of, come into the shot, and doesn't he jumps on the one girl and starts thrusting or something, like screwing around.
Cut! This is the problem. He was raising the dead.
Yes.
And that's pretty much all they film, I think. I would say that actress, the blonde actress, I can't remember her character's name. She mentions at one point that she's very shy, but she's not shy enough to just strip down and sunbathe right there in the cemetery, even though it's cloudy and there's no sun.
Oh, be careful with that foam cemetery back there. Oh, we're gonna undress.
Oh, she's just gonna change right there in front of everyone.
Too hot for YouTube.
Man, you zombies look like you could use some sun too.
Definitely.
And at this point, it's after the zombie scene, and of course, they're out of makeup already. even though the day of filming's not done, they took off all that makeup, and they still might be filming later.
And the director and the director's soon-to-be girlfriend are gone.
Right.
Like they've been gone.
They just
so
they
who's to
wander
know?
off.
They just took a walk.
You know?
And they start talking
Yeah.
about like, oh, tell me about your childhood. Oh, you're so mysterious.
I know.
As much time as we spend together at school, you've never said anything about your past.
He's so mysterious.
Oh God, he's so
No,
perfect.
it's okay.
There's lots of exposition on that little bridge that they're on.
Yeah.
That goes on and on.
And lots of ADR.
Yes.
Yeah,
Lots of it. That's where it was really like
noticeable.
outrageous. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely ADR. Nice.
Killed.
I'll say we're forgetting a very important couple of sequences.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the two
Ooh.
special effects, the
Yeah.
legendary special effects guys, Greg Nicotero and Howard Berger of K&B
Oh, yeah.
Effects, have like a kind of a fun little cameo in it. Oh, that's
what's his face?
K&B, Greg Nicotero and Howard Berger.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You trying to get
Oh, that's awesome.
They know the kind of
They
movie
did
they're
great.
in, and yeah. I mean, they know they're just having fun.
Yeah.
And they both die pretty good deaths. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, some of the best gore in the movie is just from their two kills. Like, because some of the kills are a little lackluster. It's just like blood on a gravestone. Okay. Some fake claws tearing at your body. Your shirt's not ripped, but there's blood everywhere. It's fine, whatever. But like, they actually had elaborate kills, and I thought it was pretty fun. Oh, fun.
Nice.
My grief with all of it would be the who was the second one?
Oh, Howard Berger.
At the when he's at the gate and something could go through. Like I love that the blood was going into his shirt, you know, showing that it was bleeding through.
Yeah.
But when it came out, it was just all foamy, orangish red.
Yeah.
But we can all agree it was a great kill.
Oh my gosh.
Our rednecks die relatively, I wouldn't say early, but I wouldn't say it's like towards the end of the film.
I feel like they were kind of more towards the.
It was
like
towards
3/4
the, yeah,
like 3/4.
but it wasn't like the climax at that point. I don't. So they're like total jerks to the film crew. They're like, hey, there's a killer thing on the loose, and they tie one of them to a styrofoam tombstone for him to die on his own. They put a gag in his mouth, and they don't like tie the gag around. It's just like a cloth in this guy's mouth that they can spit out.
Yeah.
Spit out at any time. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he spit it out? There's nothing keeping that
I
in.
hate that. I hate with that. Just like
in the vein.
And they're like, "Oh, this tombstone's loose because it's styrofoam. Of course, it's loose. It's gonna fall on you. Good luck." Oh, dude, yeah, these are fake graves.
You think that's real?
yeah.
Now. That fell on you. You feel it, huh?
Oh, so they're not even gonna let the monster kill him. They're just gonna murder him. And so they're total jerks. You want the rednecks to die.
Yeah.
What happens? So they're driving. Oh, and then their dad just flies out of nowhere, like right in front, all scarred up and like scratched up.
They go flying.
Who's that?
I love
That's
that.
some random person.
Yeah. Well, how did the monster get all the way over from wherever they are? They've been driving.
Yeah, this monster's fast. Oh, that's the dad. Okay. What would they say?
I almost
Did those
forgot about
teenagers do this to you?
Who done this, Daddy? Them college kids. It's watching.
You would think they would know, right?
They would.
Watching, Daddy?
They think it's the college kids that did this to their father?
Why would they think that?
And then I thought they was going to go into, oh, they're going to go back and try to murder to get revenge for their dad. That's why I thought they were going to go with that, but
Yeah.
thankfully they didn't.
And they just kind of die on the spot. Good deaths, I would say.
Yeah.
You know, an arm being torn off.
He likes to throw those limbs.
The other guy in the car. Now, here we go. Running over his father's head. That was fun.
That was
good.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's like a little moment, right? Like, you don't have to go that hard. You could have just had him driving away, but like the fact that he randomly ran over his father's head, fantastic.
Nice.
Okay.
Whoa. I was not expecting that.
So one of the subplots is that the dad and his assistant, right? or another
Yeah.
lab worker are going to trying to find Precious.
It knows that this cage is home. May still be in the area protecting its lair.
I think there's a line of dialogue where he's like, "This was supposed to save lives, but it didn't." Like the research. Well, what's the research?
Save millions of lives. We have to try and find it and bring it back alive.
And we can also say that his wife died from this thing years ago.
I killed your wife, for Christ's sakes!
Jesus.
You know, Precious.
And then the kid gets a pot, soda, you know, depending on the part of the country or, you know, whatever.
He specifically mentions that I got a soda and then I was told my mom died or something like that.
Then one day at school, I'm called down to the principal's office, and I get a can of soda and the bad news. My mom was dead.
Did you say you got a soda?
Yeah, you did. You said that.
I'm sorry. So, like, actually thinking back on this movie, some of it is rather funny.
Yeah.
What the hell? My spirit animal?
That's exactly how it works.
Yeah. Kids don't do drugs. The dad and the assistant meet up with the girlfriend, right? Because our hero Hunter fell in a hole.
I'll kill a little.
Boy, nobody's really paying attention, are they?
No, that's a big hole. A lot of people were falling into the same hole, but it looked like it was supposed to be a different hole every time.
It's a perfectly circular hole.
Yes!
That they just fall right in.
Oh, he's gonna fall in.
Yeah.
Is that the same hole? And it leads right into the catacombs. And I feel like they filmed the same section of the catacombs. We haven't mentioned Bronson's cave either, but that's fine. Is that Bronson's cave?
Dude. Nice kick. Nice catch.
What is it?
Bronson's cave?
Where's that at?
Oh.
Isn't it like the most famous cave of all time?
Go get it.
Oh,
Dude, you go get it. You're the dumbass.
It's like
that
in
brought
Hollywood
gas.
and everyone uses it.
oh, I'm
I
sure.
feel like-
I gotta look it
I
up.
feel
now.
like
What's
that
it called?
yeah.
Bronson's
And I think
cave?
it was in Demons at the Door too, actually.
Okay. Yeah, so all the interior of the catacombs look the same. Hunter's lost, and then Reggie, the girlfriend, and the assistant have to go find Hunter in the catacombs because they have to.
Well, I'm going down there.
We should all go.
No, you wait with the girl. It's starting to get dark and...
Huh, like hell I am.
And instead of like having a rope or, you know, an escape plan, they say, heck, let's just all jump into this hole that's like, you know, 10, 15 feet up. We can't jump up. We can't, you know, get out of here, but let's just go on in together.
It'll be okay.
No! This is the
Why?
worst decision ever.
And
One
they
of them
leap
had-
down there too.
Yeah, one of them
they
had
just
high
leap
heels
right
on. Who cares?
And just jumps right down.
Wait, why not like a rope system? Why not?
Yeah, don't all just jump in there. Yeah, get a way out again. I'm just irritated that Hunter is whatever her potential girlfriend, whoever she is, passenger in the front seat of the van, just trusts these people to jump in this hole, and it's like, oh yeah, cool, I'll go with you.
That's my favorite part. She's like, yeah, I'll jump in with you. And then once she's in there, she's like, so who are you? What are you doing? It is like now asking questions after she jumped in a hole.
First, what the hell is going on here? I mean, who tied up Enrique and killed him?
You should ask this
His name
before
was
you jump in a hole with them.
Is dead.
I know.
We should be calling the police, not
Well, it doesn't matter. You're down here now.
They do find Hunter though. He's fine.
Who goes there?
No, they found him fast.
Hunter sees Precious. There's no moment of Hunter being like, Precious, and like realization. I thought there would have been a moment, right? Like that was his pet. They like made it such a big deal that there was a connection between him and Precious. Nothing came of it.
And the fact that Precious has changed so much, apparently.
Yeah.
That you'd think that like that would be like something he would have reacted on, I guess.
I was expecting maybe a moment of like hesitation from the creature, like maybe it was attacking the dad and he's like, Precious, and Precious like stops for just a half a second, right? Or something, some kind of like connection. Nothing.
Oh, well, the beast found him.
That's true.
Precious?
Yeah, here we go. Okay, cool.
That was a nice shot. That was a great shot.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Reggie has a flashlight. He's looking for whatever, finds dynamite. And then Precious comes, and the assistant tells Hunter and his girlfriend to run away.
I suggest you leave.
Oh, she's gonna die. That's the
Why are you volunteering yourself to die?
Yeah, why not leave with them?
Yeah, like, I suggest we all leave.
Precious is creeping towards her. Like, it takes Precious like 15 minutes to reach her. And she's pointing the little dart, the trank gun, right? And she shoots and it doesn't have any effect on Precious.
It's walking very slowly, and I could have run away, but I didn't.
I know.
Or go in that hole thing where it can't fit.
Yeah.
And then she says something like, "It's gonna die with me. The secret or something's gonna." I don't know. Like she wants to sacrifice her life, and like you would think that it's gonna be like we mentioned when we were watching it, like a scene like in Aliens when Vasquez and then Gorman, they're sitting there and they have like the grenade and you know they blow it up to take out some of the aliens, something like that. But she just stands there as it slowly comes towards her.
Yeah, you have plenty of time to leave.
What is she doing?
No, stay there, goddammit. Your son needs you now.
This is walking so fucking slow.
Guess you taught him something after all.
Stupid. Run.
Why is she doing this?
You didn't even do anything. All this was a waste.
And then it's funny because the whole point was so Hunter could escape, right? And then he comes right back.
And then he come right back. It was all for a waste. Like, it was for nothing. It was for nothing.
I know.
Shit, I should have ran earlier.
Shit, all of it was a waste. I like should have just done something else. Like nothing happened.
Well, she only had 20 minutes to run.
And they came all the way back? Yeah. That's also a waste. She died for nothing. It's so annoying. And then the other guy, because the guy's just sitting, Reggie's like actor Reggie's just inside that little thing, like run, stay in there, but go
Shoot
deeper.
it.
I don't know, something. She could have done something. She didn't do something. That's the
He
annoying part.
could
Like,
have
she
came
could've done
out
something else.
like the Dynamite, light a cigarette, had a beer, make a pot roast, throw the dynamite, and still have time to get away. Like,
Yeah, 'cause that
it
thing's
was
just like-
insane. Oh,
Is that her?
Yeah, it's her heart.
I'm assuming, yeah.
I guess I just don't understand what the point of her doing that was. It's gonna die with me. What?
The lab assistant is dead. Randomly, there's a rope leading up to the surface. So
Apparently.
Reggie, Hunter, the girlfriend, all use the rope to climb out. So where did the rope come from? What did they tie it to? I'm confused.
Yeah,
I
We
shouldn't have
missed
been
it. I was talking. There's a moon
But how
though,
did they get it up there?
Tasmanian Devil's following behind.
and tries to get out of the hole.
It
I
tries to
guess,
get out.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Reggie shoots it, like twice, and then throws the gun at it. I mean, he is going to die. Maybe not. Does Reggie survive this? No, keep the gun. Keep the gun.
There might not be anything left.
So he gets a spike from one of the cemetery gates, wards it off. They get the cemetery gate, cage it in, and then use the dynamite to blow it up. Did I miss anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we got a Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Thing,
Sick.
whatever.
I love the actor in the suit. He's just like.
Oh, I'm not standing close to that. I'm sorry.
Nope.
No, and
No,
like
I
you
mean
were
that's
saying,
really it.
yeah, and like you were saying earlier, though, it really needed a moment, especially there, because like for Precious to look up out of the bars and then sees Hunter, and then because Hunter has had some lines of dialogue where he's like, "I'm sorry, girl," or something like that, but you never saw Precious. Like it would have been better if like the face came up and then like the eyes kind of stared. Just make it a little more emotional,
The white eye.
Yeah, so you feel something, right? So it's like, okay, this was his pet, even though it's evil. But you don't even see it. It's just like shaking the bars and growling and stuff, and then he just tosses the dynamite in there.
Was that green screened in the back, or is it just out of focus?
I don't know.
A little bit of CGI, but not too bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was impressed with the way the gate like flew up and fell back down or whatever. Like however they did that with like intertwined with the special effects. Like I'm like, that was good. Like the fake explosion was a little but besides that, like I think that like the gate and stuff was pretty cool.
Automatically your mind goes, ooh, that's a little off. But then you see the gate and you go, oh, okay. And like it like grounds it, right?
Yes.
So
if it wasn't for the gate, if this gate was CGI too, it would have been
really
like
bad.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's it.
I looked up the budget. It was $600,000.
Wow.
600.
Okay.
Wow. More than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for 2006. So what is that today's standard?
Oh yeah, that'd be closer to $1 million probably today, right?
Yeah.
I mean, with inflation. So
Yeah,
wow, that was a big
there's
budget.
a budget behind it. Dang.
Yeah.
Where did he get a budget? Oh, dang.
Oh, this will be good footage for him.
Awesome.
It's real growth. That looks good.
Would you recommend the cemetery? No, sorry. They got me. Oh my God, the movie got me. Because the movie within the movie is called The Cemetery Gates. And they have this big, like, back and forth, drop the, in the movie.
This film is called The Cemetery Gates.
Yeah, we should drop the. It sounds better.
Yeah, the makes it sound gay. Oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
Go on, Hunter. What's the Cemetery Gates about?
The movie itself is just called Cemetery Gates. So I thought it was The Cemetery Gates because I thought it was like, they're like, oh, the is important. The is important. No, they dropped the.
Oh,
it's just Cemetery Gates.
My God.
So sorry, Steve. Would you recommend Cemetery Gates?
Yeah, I mean, I'd recommend checking it out. I think it's worth watching. Like I said, it was better than I thought it would be. I was expecting, maybe because my expectations, I was expecting something lesser than what we got. It's definitely not a perfect movie. I think it felt a little overly long at times too. Maybe they could have trimmed it down a bit. I know Demons at the Door felt too long too, but I mean, I think this one, maybe trim it down just a little bit more, would have been more enjoyable. But even as is, I think it's fun to watch. It's a fun watch, get some enjoyment out of it. And it's probably not anything I would ever buy or want to watch again necessarily, but just as a one-timer, I thought it was fun. It's worth checking out.
Dylan, would you recommend?
Yeah, I feel like I would recommend it. I think same thing what you said, Steve, where it feels like because maybe I expected worse and I got better than what I was thinking. So I'm going to recommend it for that reason. Maybe if I started with this, I might not have recommended it. But this one's, like I was saying before, it feels like it has more love put into it. It means more to the people making it than, for example, Amityville in Space. Like that one just was kind of felt like more thrown together. Like you can just feel it when you watch a movie, whether it's good or bad. There's just this feeling of you tried, you didn't do well, but I enjoy it because you tried. And then there's movies where it's like you tried, you didn't do well, but because you tried so much, it made it good for that reason. Like we knew the things that you didn't do well with, we enjoy that. It's fine. But then you have the movies where it's just like you just threw it together because of money or whatever, and it's just like there's no enjoyment there. Like it's just like you're just throwing something together, and it's like you're wasting my time at that point. You're wasting everyone else's time because you're just doing it just to throw together rather than because you actually really feel something special about this movie. Steve, what are you doing?
There's the window. I've got the window cracked and there's no screen on it, and there's like a freaking bug, an aggressive bug. It's just like coming right at me. Sorry about that. You probably can't see it on camera because it's so tiny, but I'm just like, dang, this thing is just coming at me fast.
But he's acting like this thing's like the hugest thing.
I know, like there's
so for that I would recommend it because it was better than I thought it was going to be, especially for the gore effects, the special effects. I think for that alone is worth watching. If you're not going to watch it for anything else, watch it for that. Seth, what about you?
Yeah. So we're coming from Amityville in Space, right? So this is a very small sample size. But I think there's a huge contrast between this and Amityville, like you both talked about, right? We've talked about all night. And this feels like a movie. Amityville in Space didn't. It just felt kind of like a cash-in. There was effort into this, right? People tried. It felt like, maybe not everyone, but like a few people. There were sets. They were, ADR'd afterwards. Like you made sure that, the cameraman wasn't in some of the shots. Bare minimum of effort. I think it's a solid movie. I think 3.5 on IMDb is a little low. could easily be a 4.2 on IMDb, and I wouldn't have batted an eye. It's self-aware enough. It knows that the reason you're watching this movie is for the creature, for the blood, for the guts, for the gore, and it sprinkles that throughout. Yeah, doesn't matter that, you know, there's a random biker on the road. Who cares? They die. You get some enjoyment out of that. That's all this movie is. Don't go into it if you're interested in characters, people. If you're looking for humor, you're not going to find it. But if you just want some decent gore effects, if you're here with friends and you're like, hey, let's put on a flick that has some splatter to it, I think I would totally recommend Cemetery Gates for that crew, and probably that crew alone. You know, the monster is the main focal point. If you can get past that, it's a little goofy. It's a little rough around the edges, but it's a ton of fun. Then check it out. The next episode will be on Steve's channel, Retro Analog Entertainment. So make sure you subscribe to his channel to check it out. And we'll see you then. Stay spooky, everyone. I don't know. Maybe Dylan, you say stay spooky, everyone. Do it. Do it.
How about we all just say
it? Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be all over the place, but okay.
I know. Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
How do we do it? 3, 2, 1, and then.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Where do I put my hand? Okay.
Stay spooky. Oh.
Oh. You gotta wait till this figure is down at least.
I know, right? That was like
internet lag. I thought, okay.
But this is not lag.
Yeah.
Stay spooky, everyone.
Everyone.
All right, we'll just do it. You ready? Ready? We're just gonna do it. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Stay spooky, everyone.
That was so off.
How about we all just do one by ourselves and we clip it together?
Oh, I'll clip it together at the end. Okay, okay.
Stay spooky, everyone.
Steve again. You can't be laughing.
I know, that was bad.
Stay spooky, everyone.
It's not going to line up, but I love it.
I know.